Howdy folks, sorry that this video is incredibly late. I have been so busy with the new move into the new place, getting settled in, paying bills, sorting accounts, closing accounts as well, because I've moved to a new property. I had to cancel my old internet, arguing with Virgin Media over a bill dispute, various other things, and re-registering to vote, because when you change address here in the UK, you have to re-register to vote. Because I'm hoping for a referendum here soon so we can get Labour out and never let them back in ever again. So that's that. So yeah, I've just been so busy. Also, this chair is knackered. This is a brand new freaking chair. I've had it probably maybe a grand total of less than a year, and the back's already snapped. It's made of plastic. I don't know why they fucking put plastic in chairs. Stop being cheap, chair manufacturers. Anyway, yeah, so Monday I was at my girlfriend's, so I couldn't do a video. I was helping her clean up the kitchen, because, yeah, it was a mess. And so, cleaned that up, and then played some Pokemon Go. Finally caught me a Gyarados. Rock on. Didn't have to capture 400 Magikarp. But I'm still collecting Magikarps because I've got a corrupted Magikarp. And I want to get a corrupted Gyarados. So, yeah. Also beat up a few gyms along the way. And, yeah, we're getting close. We're getting close. Caught me a deity Pokemon, which was a pain in the butt because, yeah, it was a pain in the butt. But I got him. Made some new friends playing Pokemon Go, as you do. You know, you sign up for groups and stuff and whatnot, and yeah. One of the guys there, he's like level 70 something, and I asked him, I was like, "How the hell did you get to level 70?" And he said, "Honestly, I have an all-day bus pass. I get on a bus at the start of the route, just stay on the bus to the end of the route, to the driver's change, and then they come back into town. You'll get anywhere between 10 to 20 kilometers in. He said you'll get a minimum of 10 kilometers to 15 kilometers. Sometimes you'll even get 20 depending on where you're going. And you can, because here in where I live, all the buses have USB chargers, so you can just whack a USB cable in the bus and the bus is charging your phone. You can use their onboard Wi-Fi so you're not eating through your data. And he was like, "Yeah, that's what I do." And I walk around and he's literally caught damn near all but like 10 or 15 Pokemon. I was like, "God damn, dude." He's like, "Work the system, dude. Work the system." So he buys an all day bus pass for £5, and he just travels on bus routes. He's retired. Good luck to him. Yeah, good luck to him. I'm gonna eat my donut. So. Mm. This is my only treat. Okay, I've stopped drinking any drinks. Period. Because where I've moved, I can't go to Aldi's because there's no Aldi's near me. Closest place to me is Lidl's, and Lidl's is energy drinks taste like shit. So no, no more energy drinks. It is what it is. So I'm just gonna stick to coffee and buy myself a jam donut once in a while. Not every time, just once in a while. Mm. So other than that, yeah, I've been really, really busy, guys. Hacked a tablet over there for a friend. It was using the wrong version of Android. It was running Android 10. It was supposed to be running Android 10, but they flashed it to a different version of Android that the hardware just was not liking, like, at all. So I downgraded it to Android 9 and started updating it bit by bit by bit by bit by bit. until I found a happy medium of speed, usability, and things of that nature. So, and that is going to a friend who's converting from Apple to Android. Ugh. But yeah, I've just been so busy, guys. I'm so sorry I haven't been putting that video. I've literally got 2 videos on my desktop. I've already finished editing, and I will be uploading those. So look forward to seeing those here on the channel, possibly this weekend. I will schedule them to come out probably 24 hours after each other, so you guys have got some content to watch. But yeah, thank you, man, so much. And a big thank you to all the new subscribers that recently have subscribed, especially over on Twitch. Guys, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. Yes, my Twitch stream schedules are changing, mostly because, like I said, one, I'm working really odd hours right now. I've gone freelance with my cybersecurity stuff, and so I have one customer who brings me their devices, and I go through them and the staff's tablets, phones, and whatnot, and I go through them once a week to check for malware, things of that nature, any unpatched, unassigned code, things of that nature. This is what I do. I'm also still studying, which means my workplace table over there, which is what that is, needs to be updated. I've got really bad heartburn. Oof. Damn. Anyway, stay hydrated, guys. And so yeah, plus I've got to talk to my landlord about this internet because it keeps going down at the most random times. Like it went down during my birthday, so happy birthday to me, by the way. It went down during my birthday, which sucked because I had about 20 people, 30 people in my chat all wishing me happy birthday and whatnot, and all of a sudden it just went boop, nope. Internet says no, kind of thing. I was like, damn. So yeah, and it just randomly just drops, just randomly. Like last night, it dropped 3 times while I was trying to watch YouTube videos. It's not like I'm doing anything taxing. I genuinely think he hasn't gone through the router and kicked off all the old tenants' devices, and so the router is overloaded with too many wireless devices connected to the internet at the same time, like smart TVs, because there's 6 people that live here, myself included. I don't have a smart TV, as you can see. I don't have my TV. I left my TV back at the old place because, well, it's just no room, and these walls aren't strong enough. That's not even a full brick wall. That's actually a partition wall. If I slam this door, this whole wall vibrates. So there's no way I was going to mount a TV to it. And there's no way I'm mounting a TV above my bed. Absolutely not. No. Well, that's not even a straight wall, so no. So that sucks. But it is what it is. So I can't play my PlayStation right now until I get the HDMI mod, which I'm planning on doing. I'm planning on doing power supply mod, so it runs off USB-C. I'm planning on doing HDMI mod, and I'm planning on doing a CD optical drive emulator mod, so you can run SD cards and stuff in there as well. So it will be original hardware. So the original APU, GPU, CPU board. It'll be original PlayStation, but it will read from ROMs and emulators. Have a more upgraded power supply, so more cleaner, more efficient power, and it'll be HDMI. So it'll be 720, 1080. So I'll be able to play use my monitors to play my PlayStation as well as audio. I'll be able to run an audio DAC, which will be fun. Even run it through a HDMI capture card, so I might even be able to live stream me playing some classic PlayStation games, which will be fun for you guys. There's quite a few games out there. Sacred Heart is one of them. If you don't know what Sacred Heart is a mech game where you program the actual AI of the mech. So it's like, if target is here, then do this, or then do that. It's a simple is it and or? Yeah, so it's simple and or gate logic system. If you don't know what and or logic is, and or logic is where a scenario like has cup in hand and drink or put down. Do you see? That's and or logic. So and you can drink it or put it down. But the scenario must present itself. So you can't control what presents itself. So if I have my mech say, if nothing, walk forward 50 meters, and it keeps walking forward 50 meters, and it says, if object is in way, turn left or turn, and or turn left and or, turn left and or turn right. Do you see what I'm saying? 90 degrees. So just, do you see what I'm saying? That's how its logic works, but you can only program it with 256 by 256 characters. So it's like a very complex core, and you could upgrade the CPUs and whatnot to get more cores. But it was really cool. It was a really cool game. That's what actually got me starting to learn game logic, and how AI and game logic works. So yeah, it was really cool. And so this is why I really want to. I've always wanted to tweak certain games on how bots play. Like I used to play Unreal Tournament, and you can also have a bot generator where you can generate bots, and there's sliders where you can slide up their accuracy, their skills, their aggression, etc., etc. Sometimes I would just go crank everything to the max, so they're all godlike bots, and I would just get fucking destroyed. But that taught me that I'm not invincible, you know, things of that nature. And then sometimes I play bots that were 50-50, mid, and and that's what got me. Then again, like I said, a friend of mine, Patrick, he was like, "Hey, have you ever played Sacred Hearts on a PlayStation?" I was like, "No." And so he showed me a copy of his game, and it was Japanese. So he put it in. That's why I started learning to read kanji, is because he also had Japanese Resident Evil 1, Resident Evil 2. Resident Evil 1 had just got released in the UK when Resident Evil 2 was released in Japan. That's how far behind we was. And so I'm playing Resident Evil 2 in Japanese, and I had to learn to read kanji, okay, to figure out the puzzles and this and that and the menus. Same as Rival Schools. I loved playing. There's like 4 or 5 different versions of Rival Schools on the PlayStation, and I loved playing the one where it was a story mode where you could mix and match your teams, instead of it just being each school individually. So you got Akira, Konzu, Wado, Modo, and various other things and whatnot. In this version of the game, you had a story mode, and what options you picked depends on who you fought. And if you beat them, they'd join your team. You had an option to join their team or not let them join your team and whatnot. And it was but the problem was, my friend couldn't read the story arc, and he really wanted to read the story arc. Plus, I felt I was watching actual Japanese mangas. Gaiva, Doom Megalopolis, Akira, Fist of the North Star, jeez, Jason the Wheel of Warriors, the original, not the dubbed stuff that was on Channel 4. No, the actual Japanese stuff. Ulysses, the actual Japanese Ulysses. Yeah, God, Fantasy Star. There were so many cool mangas that I used to watch religiously. Dominion Tank Police, that's another one. Cyber City Uedo. There were so many really cool mangas that I used to watch. And so I was understanding the Japanese context and subtleties and various other things and whatnot. And of course, my family always thought, oh, it's all about fucking hentai and shit. And I'm like, no, 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 no. My sister happened to come in on one scene in fucking Cyber City Uedo where the protagonist is in a strip club, and my sister saw titties. She goes, look, see, it's all about sex. I'm like, it's just one scene in a nightclub, for fuck's sake. Sit and watch for like 5 minutes. Of course, she sat there kissing her teeth, fucking complaining, and she finally realised, she's like, oh, it's not. I'm like, yeah, I keep telling you it's not. And she's like, how the fuck do you understand what they're saying? I'm like, Mum knows how many languages? And she was like, yeah, fair enough. I'm like, I'm learning to learn Japanese, which is why when I went to Japan, Osaka, by the way, I loved it. I fitted right in. All of my co-workers were like, you are really respectful of our culture, and I'm like, yeah. And then I told them I grew up on you know, Voltron, Ghost Rider, Kame, you know, Power Rangers, even, and Ultraman and Godzilla. And then I started talking about the mangas I watched, and one of my co-workers was like, dude, you know Doom Megalopolis? I'm like, yeah, I fucking love Doom Megalopolis. You know? Doom Megalopolis was one of my favorite. Same as Fist of the North Star, the original Ashiro Akanda, Fist of the North Star. He literally, he was like, dear God, dude, showed me his manga collection. The dude has a water bookshelf from floor to my ceiling, full of full fucking mangas of Doom Megalopolis and Ashimasa, Fist of the North Star, Akira, and you name it. And oh, heaven, heaven. And he was a really cool friend of mine, and yeah, I miss him to bits. Yoshido, I miss you to bits, mate. I really do, dude. I hope you're doing good. I really do. I've not spoken to you in shit. Jesus, 22 years, 21 years. Fucking hell. Yeah, I've not spoken to him in over 20 years. Bloody Nora. Oh, aging myself. Anyway, video's been going on far too long, so I'm gonna finish this coffee. Coffee's done. Video's done. Hope you enjoyed the catch up. Good in, guys. Take care. And remember, you're awesome.